Drop a like. I want to see you guys drop a like. If you're connecting from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, I want you to drop a like. Click the like. Sorry, click the like. Click the like. I said, click the like if you're connected on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever you're connected from. Okay, let me pause the song. I think we've had enough enjoyment with the song. Okay. Let me look through the comments. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Someone says, good to live. Excellent weekend from here. Bring your hairs back, birds. I felt I've been feeling so much heat with so much knowledge. So I think I needed to get some freedom on my head. So that's why I had to like clear off my head and like cut it off. So don't worry. I'm a hairy person, so the hair is gonna grow fast, of course, definitely. Someone says, good to be live. Happy weekend from here. Yeah, Indy Love. I think that's the name. Indy Love. Welcome. Welcome. Feeling you, boss. Yeah, I'm feeling you too. Shifu, we appear. Yes, when the Shifu appears, the student prevails. The student prevails. Of course. Of course. When the Shifu appears, the student prevails. Someone says, you look different. Yeah, I cleared off my hair. I bobbed my head. So what I think what Nigerians call skudu. I did skudu on my head. Someone says, "Good, yes, guys, click on the smash the like button. Good to hear you. Good to hear, brother. Yeah, I celebrate you, sir. I can see you as well. The man of God. Welcome, sir. Thanks for connecting. Thanks for everybody. Yes, that's Evangelist Ernest. Thanks for connecting, sir. Someone says when the Shifu appears, boom. Yeah, of course. When the Shifu appears, what happens? We know what happens, and what happens. What happens? We know what happens. I'm just briefly like recognizing those who are dropping comments. So like literally, I could literally see your comment. For those who are probably if you're on Twitter and you drop a comment, I might not be able to see it right now, but I think I could see people who are connected on YouTube. I could see people who are connected on Facebook as well. I think about 600 persons or so. I don't know how many numbers are showing here as well. Someone says Shifu don't appear. Something goes soon. So welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. So we're talking about how to turn $1,000 to $10,000 in 30 days with cryptocurrencies. You guys have seen me do this thing time and time and time again. Like it's been a normal thing over time. Like when I was majoring on trading forex synthetics, you guys have seen me flip figures in synthetics. You've seen me flip figures in forex. You've seen me do all this like live, not to just I've done this live with you guys. I recall one of those days where I told you guys to I will run a 3 days challenge for people who are on synthetic indices. That was in 2020, right? 2020, I did a synthetic challenge for 3 days, and I said I'm going to flip a $500 account live for every single person, and I flipped it about $5,000 in 2 days, like crazy. We've seen me do all these things like way years back. Now and you also started when I started doing this in cryptos, everybody started seeing me do the same thing, and we started doing a certain level series of challenge with those who are on the paid platforms, on the VIP groups, and even those on the institutional trading club. Now I want to bring this to, and I've taught you guys a couple of strategies, and I've received a good number of testimonies from various persons, which is amazing, and it's awesome receiving and hearing that from you guys. But now I want to go about it. I want to go about it with everybody. I want to go about it with. I want to go about it with you guys. I want to go about it with. I want to teach a method that you could literally apply in cryptos and see the results between now and the month of March. I'm doing this because of the time and the season we are in and how big and how well this could go into the month of March. That is why I am doing this, and I am actually holding this live session for us and with us guys as well. Someone says saying hello, beautiful people from Paris. Yeah, Don Crypto, welcome as well. Welcome. I can see your comments. Welcome as well. Welcome as well. So let's talk about how is this possible. Now, basically, I'm gonna give us the third method, which is my method, but I'm just gonna like touch a bit of 3 steps quickly. The first way we know of course, someone says, Master, the images is shaking not to play. I think the image is shaking because of the way my video is. This is like an impromptu session. I was very, very imbalanced. If you notice, I dropped a notification that this is going to hold like two 2 hours before the time. I'm very, very imbalanced. I'm not ready to, like, I wasn't prepared to set this up. But what matters most is that you can hear me clearly, and as long as you can hear me, that's fine. I've not started sharing my screen. When I start sharing my screen, you'll be able to see my screen and see what is definitely on the cloud. So what matters is most is you can hear me and you can see my face. That's what matters. Forget, I'm not sharing my screen right now. Once I start sharing my screen, whatever is showing right now, like on the background, is not literally like my screen. What you're seeing is basically what's it called? You're seeing let me do this. Let me do this briefly. So most likely you could just have my screen directly, and then you work with my screen. Okay. So here you go. Okay. Okay. I'm coming. So let me just find a way of doing something that's weird. So everybody could literally like see the screen and hear my voice. That's what I'm trying to do. Hear my voice and you could literally like see the screen. So one of the first ways people literally make money in cryptos. One of the first ways people make money in cryptos, and what people do is, let's say you buy a coin. You can decide to say you want to buy a coin for, of course, with $1,000, and you go and buy that coin for $1,000, and then within the next couple of days, the coin does 10x, and your $1,000 gives you $10,000. That is possible. Am I right? You can actually buy a coin with $1,000 and then make 10x, which is $10,000, and you've made $10,000. As simple as that. It's very, very possible to do that. But at the same time, it is very risky. It is very risky because it's like you're gambling. What is the certainty that this one is going to move up 10x in the next 30 days? And what something bad could just happen? Could happen to the dev, could happen to the developer, could happen to anybody. This could just happen to anybody, anybody at any point in time. But the question is, which is actually very, very important and which is very, very key, is if this happens that you're able to like buy one coin, it could go bad. You could lose everything, but it's possible you could succeed with that. That is one way. Now you could decide to say, okay, I want to reduce my risk. I want to buy two different coins, one with $500, the other with $500, and that if each of them does 10x, I would have made $5,000 with this and $5,000 with another. Now that is very, very easy if you're doing that in a bullish market. You could just gamble and it could just turn out successful by luck and by chance. And even when you gamble, it's just going to be like a 50-50 thing that out of every 100% who gambles, just 5 of them is going to be successful, and 95 is going to lose their money. That is definitely going to happen. That is what happens. So the question now is whether you're going to be gambling or you want to follow a proven system or a proven method. If you gamble and you become successful, which so many persons did in 2021 in the bullish run, they made a lot of money, but it was basically on gambling. There was no proven system or method which they could use and replicate to gain and generate results in 2022. So the market went very, very bad and harmful for a lot of them. So those are like two ways people could literally do it. And there are other methods I've taught and shared with you guys. But now I want to teach the third way, because we're approaching this method with investing. You buy into a coin and making money. So now, if buying one coin could be very risky for you, you could lose your whole money because it is a volatile space. Your whole money could be gone. If that is bad, that could be a very, very bad investment. Now the question is, what could be the way forward? What could be the profitable method for you? What could be the successful method for you? Now, number 2 point is you could split the money to 2 ways and see that the 2 coins, one of them could go bad or both of them could go bad as well. And that means you did not apply wise risk management. And at the end of 30 days, you could actually end up being poorer than you started. But I want to share with us a third way using $1,000 to be able to achieve that. And the third way I'm going to share to us is the same system I've used over the years, which I've mastered and I've done time and time and time again, which you guys see me come and call out coins for you guys, and these coins do so well. What method and what system I use, I will be sharing it and revealing it to us in this session. If you would like to hear me review this, type the word review, type the word review, type the word review on the comment section. Let me see you type the word review if you want me to review this. To review the step number 3, which is a proven method I've used, type the word review. Fantastic. I was waiting for our comments. You can also kindly share the. Someone said we are connected here in South Africa. Welcome, 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 welcome. Someone says they're connected in Botswana. Interesting. Like this is welcome everybody. I don't know where you're connected from. Someone's from someone said from Botswana, someone said from South Africa. And of course, I know we have a lot of Nigerians. Somebody actually said this from Paris earlier on as well. Welcome, wherever you're connecting from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the session. Yes, type the word review, 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 review. Review is type the word review. Now let's get straight to the memo. Let's get straight to number 3 method, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys, which is going to be powerful. Now, whatever you're watching on, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, click on the like and kindly reshare. Click on the like. It helps the algorithm of the video. So people who need to learn and hear what I'm going to say is going to be able to get to them and literally help as many persons that needs to be helped as well. Now, take your pens and your books and note down what I'm about to say. Now, this is what you do when you have $1,000 and you want to be able to flip this over the next 30 days. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I take should be taken as financial advice. I'm just literally sharing my results in the sense of this is a system I've used and I've replicated result over time. I'm just sharing it with you guys to be able to look into. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what trend is the hottest right now and what trend will be the hottest in the next 30 days? So I asked myself, what trend is the hottest right now, and what trend is going to be the hottest in the next 30 days? If you've been joining my live sessions, I think you should have some. This question should already be answered by you. So I want to ask you guys, those who've been joining my live session before now, if I'm asking what trend currently is the hottest, and what trend could be the hottest in the next month, by the month of March, drop a comment. I want to see your comments. Drop a comment, guys. So we're seeing amazing answers by various persons. Some say some folks are saying, okay, we're having people saying AI, some said LSD, some are saying um some are saying core, some said liquid derivatives, some are saying AI is the current trend, the next is LSD, ZK. Amazing answers, DeFi, amazing answers. Like you guys are literally amazing students, and you guys have literally been learning, and you guys know what's happening. Now, let's get straight to it. That's the first thing you want to ask yourself. What is the current trend, and what could be the next possible trend that could generate money? Now, when I ask this to myself, I note down. So I note down the trends. And I note down the trends. I want to pick out what I want to pick out is 5 sectors. I want to pick out 5 sectors. In other words, I'm picking out 5 trends. 5 sectors that this trend is going to affect. 5 major sectors. That's point number 2. Number 1, you ask yourself about what is going to trend, what is trending now, and what is going to trend in the next 30 days. Then number 2 is you want to pick out 5 sectors. 5 sectors that this trend is going to affect positively. Now, those 5 sectors is where you're going to pick out two coins each, two cryptos each. So I want to pick out two cryptos in each of these sectors. I'll be picking out two cryptos in each of these sectors. So two cryptos in each of these sectors, what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to pick out from each of the sectors. So we are going to, like, you guys are going to be with me right now. There are a lot of sectors that are actually going to make people so much money in this period. So I'll just literally mention the sectors for those who are taking notes, and you can literally go and do your more research. So there are about 7 sectors, but I will not go into the 7 of them. I'll just pick only 5, and we're going to use as practical for this session, and I'll share you guys offers as well. Now we have AI. Number 1, we have AI. Number 2, we have LSD. Number 3, we have DeFi. Number 4, we have perpetual DEX. Number 5, we have ZK and gaming, which is ZK rollups, ZK and gaming. Number 6, we have the blockchain. Number 7, we have prophecy. Number 1, we have AI. Number 2, we have LSD. Number 3, we have perpetual DEX. Number 4, we have opportunity. We have DeFi. Number 5, we have ZK and gaming. Number 6, we have blockchain. Number 7, we have prophecy. Now I'm going to explain why they are laid out in these categories. AI, we already know what AI means: artificial intelligence. We're talking about perpetual DEX. We're talking about decentralization in centralized exchange services being offered in a decentralized format. So talking about decentralized exchange, but perpetual decentralized exchange. In other words, futures exchanges that offers you the ability to trade futures options on them. So instead of trading futures and options on a centralized exchange, you can actually trade it on a decentralized exchange. Remember, I told you guys that this is going to be like the lead to the future of forex. So we have number 2 as LSD. We have number 3 as PepDex. And then we have number 4 as DeFi. And then we have number 5 as gaming and ZK. Gaming and ZK rollups. Gaming and ZK rollups. Number 6, we have blockchain. Number 7, we have prophecy. So let me write 6, blockchain, 7, prophecy. I've already talked about 1, 2, 3. So we're talking about gaming and ZK. We already know what ZK rollups is, but basically I don't want to go into explaining that much in detail. But we understand that the gaming world is where games are. We know what games are. So the gaming sectors, and at ZK, we're talking about stuff that Syscoin is doing. We have that sector. Then blockchain, we're talking about layer 1 blockchains. Blockchains that are like Syscoin is a blockchain, for example, but it's also others. ZK. We have FTM is a blockchain, and Avax is a blockchain. Ethereum is a blockchain. Phantom is a blockchain, and Solana is a blockchain. There's a blockchain category, and then prophecy, of course. There's a lot of coins that are trending right now because of so-called prophecies that some folks are prophesying that this coin is going to do well. Of course, it's also a trend. It's a trend. It's gonna come. It's gonna go. So we'll see have a lot of more people who will come and prophesy coins. And so, of course, it is all a trend. It will come and it will go. So that is that for these 7 sectors. But we want to pick 5 of these sectors. And based on these sectors, we are going to be picking certain assets and what I might want to do if I am the one. So let's say the first sector I'm going to be looking at is AI. I'm not looking at AI. AI is going to be the first sector I am definitely going to be looking at. And what I want to do is I will look at coins in the AI category. Coins in the AI category that could do well and has potential. And one of the coins that could literally do well, which I also give to those in the VIP, is you want to look. Many people are thinking that the AI narrative is over, but it's not actually over. There was some effect on it because of the tweet that was put out by Andre Crouch, which is like one of the major influencers in fandom. But despite that fact or that effect, is gonna the AI narrative is still big, and as much as it does not necessarily have to blend with crypto, but it has its own function and it's definitely going to still remain relevant as well. So we have AI. Under AI, we have a platform like which is this is one of the platforms I give to those who are in the VIP, and we did about it's a good number of exits on it. We did about 300% on this for those who are in the VIP. We did about 300% from this, and now it is low because the market is retracing and the market is going down. But this is like this project probably has that potential of doing up to like 10x. So this is like an AI platform. So I don't want to go into details of what this is offer. Maybe on another Zoom, on another live session, I might do that. But I'm just want to like just give this straight up, straight up. That's what I want to do. So if I have this under the AI category, I'm going to throw in $100 here. $100 here because that potential of 10x is here. And then another project which has the potential under the AI category is this project called Epic Protocol. It's up by 14% or so in the past 24 hours, but this also has that 10x potential as well. This could go 10x in the next couple in the same period. So when you look at this, what I want to do is I want to throw in another $100 here. So what I have done is I have picked out two projects under the AI category, and I'm going to be throwing in $100 on each of these projects, and then I'll have $800 left right now. So the AI category is for free. So I'm anticipating that over the course of the next 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, we're going to do a throwback. I'm going to come back and do a live session that is going to be like part 2 of this session. And we're going to do a review of how well these coins have done and how bad they've done as well. So now this has the potential. This has a potential under the AI category. So the next thing I want to do is I want to look at the LSD category, which is the liquid staking derivatives. And under the LSD categories, there is a coin. One of the coins I said has the very huge, amazing upside potential is the FRS, which is Starfire. Starfire has that huge potential. I'm bullish on it. So I'm looking at it because of the way I analyze AGIX. I was able to pick AGIX, and it was one of the major runners on the AI sectors in January. And I was able to pick it early, and we did about 15x on AGIX. I think about between 12x, yeah, 1,200%. So when I look at the same things and the same methods I looked, which I did on the previous live session, which is also available on the YouTube channel. So what you want to do is you want to go and check that session that is available on the YouTube channel to be able to know what was taught and be able to know what I said in that session and how you could literally use what I said in that session to understand the fundamentals behind this. So I don't want to like go deep into that, but I just want to like do this very practically for us. And then there is an Arbitrum project called DBL. DBL is called Dublin. I think Dublin has that potential. It's currently at 0.100. It's like one of the liquid staking derivatives that is literally very much underrated, very much underrated, and it's already on Arbitrum. And Arbitrum is actually getting hotter. And I believe that if the narrative becomes hot in the new months, this should give us some kind of run. That potential is there. So this falls under the LSD category. So when I look at the LSD category, of course, we have LDO, we have FXS. Those coins are also good, but those coins have huge caps. So what do I want to do now? What I'm going to do in this category is I'm going to throw in, let's say, $100 into DBL and FIS, or I'm going to apply a second wiser and sharper method. What is the second wiser and sharper method I am going to apply or want to do? The second and sharper method I'm going to apply, want to do is I might say, okay, I'll take some trades on futures, and I've entered trades on LDO and FSX. This is LDO, and then we have FSS. But the difference between LD and FSS and these two coins I mentioned is that the upside advantage. So the risk to reward, because we have low risk coins, high risk reward. We also have high risk coins, high risk reward. We also have low risk, low reward. So FXS and LDO are low risk and low reward coins. but they will give us money, they will give us profits, but it will not be able to like give that 10x or 1,000%. But the way I want to go on FXS and LDO is that I want to treat it on futures, so I should be able to achieve that 1,000% on them if I trade it on futures. So I can decide to either take FXS and LDO, or I'm going to take FIS and DBL. These are two different categories. But I am telling myself that if I want to follow my rule, I'm just taking only two projects on each sector. And based on this LSD, I've given us 4 different projects, but you now have to pick, okay, am I going to take FXS and LDO, or am I going to take DBL and FIS? So it's just your own choice on how you want to deal with this and how it's going to like be for you, what you want to do, and how it's going to be for you. Now we're going to sector number 3. Sector number 3. Remember, I said that I'm not going to like be explaining deep into what this project means, what this project offers. What you want to do is you can go and do your extra research on them. Basically, what I'm doing is basically explaining to us how I relate, how I'm just showing you guys my method, what I do. So this session is also going to be automatically left for you guys. So you can literally like come back and rewatch it to understand it and to pick whatever I'm saying. So it's gonna be like on the YouTube channel, and you can literally rewatch. I think it'll also be on Facebook as well. So you can literally like rewatch the session yourself as well. So that is for number 2, which is the LSD. Number 3 is DeFi. Number 3 is DeFi. DeFi is number 3. DeFi is number 3. Another DeFi, what I want to look out for is opportunities. What I want to look out for is opportunities. Opportunities of coins that could give that good percentage gains within a short period of time, or within what is it called? Within going to be within a particular period of time. And when I look at coins, I look at coins that maybe it wants to launch. And one of those coins that I think I've been sharing and also on the socials is Hotbits. I've been sharing Hotbit on the socials. So if you've not gotten involved on Hotbit sale, which is live, you do not want to miss the sales on Hotbits. So make sure you get involved on the ongoing sales on Hotbits. Ongoing sales on Hotbits. They have few days and hours left before it's like totally gone. I posted the link on the groups, is on the Telegram channel, is on the YouTube, is on the is on Twitter, is on all the Telegram channels, and also all the WhatsApp groups as well. So you want to contribute to the ongoing Hobbit. A Hobbit is a DeFi project. It's a DeFi project. It falls under the DeFi category. And for DeFi, I'm just going to be picking this. I'm picking this on DeFi. And also, there's a 3% bonus and a 3% reward. So it is an opportunity for people to make so much money, in the sense of when you contribute, you connect your wallet and contribute, automatically you get an affiliate link that is automatically given to you. Now, you can copy your affiliate link and send it to your friends, your family, or whosoever you think you would want to benefit from this. And what you know, you just want them to make the most of this, and it makes opportunity here. So Hobbit has the opportunity. You do not want to miss it. You can, okay, someone is saying I should post the link. Okay, I don't know if it's going to like I don't know how I'm going to do this, but those who are anybody who is a member of my team who can, or anyone who can copy your links. I think most of you guys who have already done it in Hobbits, you have your links. So just copy your own links and paste it in the comment section for people who are asking. So they could literally make use of your link. I can't literally be doing that right now. So just you could copy your link and paste it in the comment section as well. Now, when anybody use your link, you get 3% of whatever they use automatically given to you. So at the end of the day, let's say you have just one BNB and you throw in one BNB in this ongoing fair launch pre-sale. When you throw in that one BNB, you can actually utilize referrals and make as much as 5 BNB, as much as 10 BNB. So it's like a faster way to make so much money. And it's a new feature on Pink Sale. And I love this feature as well because it's a bullish feature. Instead of carrying money and giving it to just one influencer or one marketer, literally people could literally take the money that would have been paid to influencers for themselves and influence the project by themselves and generate from themselves. So what happens is when the project has launched, influencers can now come in. So you have the opportunity here because when every influencer is talking about a project at a particular point in time, every influencer, that is the wrong time. That's the wrong time. Like I always say, it's the wrong time because everybody knows about this. And if everybody knows about this, who is going to buy when the coin is launched? That means the project, the possibility of this growing so much is slim. But you see periods that are going up very well this period. It's because there are a few people that believed in it, and before you know, boom, others started pouring in, influencers started pouring in. And most of the coins you see that we have made profit on is the same method, the same protocol that have been done. When people were not talking about it, we started talking about it. And when everybody started talking about it, boom, it moved up in value. When I started talking about Syscoin, nobody was talking about Syscoin. Nobody was talking about it. I was the first person to talk about Syscoin in Nigeria. I was the first to talk about Syscoin in Africa. And before you know, boom, it went out. It went everywhere. So definitely that same methodology, that same mindset, that same approach, that same methodology, that same mindset, that same approach is what works. It's what works, and is what definitely we could literally use. So that is number 3. Hobbit Pirate is number 3. Hobbit Pirate. Hobbit Pirate. Now, then we go to number 4. Number 4 is the gaming and the ZK aspect. Now, in the gaming and the ZK aspect, there are actually 3 coins I'm only looking at in that aspect. 3 coins I'm looking at in that aspect. And in that aspect, I think I will have to use the chart. I'll have to use the chart. And let us use, this is the first coin we talked about this coin when it was around $50. $50, and we're still talking about it again, like right now at the current price. At the current price, we talked about it when it was $50, and we're still talking about it now again. If you see here, this was our first entry for ILV. And then, okay, sorry, this was like the first entry for ILV, and it went high to as high as 100. So from here to here, on futures, you would have made, on 10x, you would have made 1,000%. On 20x, you've made 2,000%. And then it has retraced heavily into an entry zone. So currently it's sitting around an entry levels, which is this zone or this area. So it could come down and continue coming down into this zone. So this zone is like a buy area, a buy level that this should and most likely could get a bounce off as the market begins to like bounce back up. So we expect the market to run up. From this week we are entering, we should expect the market to start running up into the month of March. So we should get, probably BTC could go as high as 28,000. So we're expecting that projection that Bitcoin should go as high as 28,000. That possibility is there, and that's going to be a last run up before we get a deadly dump again. So there will be another major deadly dump, which is going to be more deadly than what we are seeing, not the minus 10%. We're going to major fall, maybe probably from the month of May or the month of either May or April. One of these 2 months, this major dump is going to affect. But we want to be prepared to make money from the next major move as well. So ILV falls under the gaming category and then the ZK category. So I want to get in on this, and then I want to get in on another coin called Zen. Zen is currently around $10. I got in on Zen yesterday at $10. I think it's up by, it pumped massively to yes, it pumped massively to around almost $15 between that yesterday and today. It pumped today. I got in at $10. So, and when it got here, I actually sold out. But I'm looking at entering again on it at this same level, because this is the potential of Zen. I believe Zen could continue moving up to like $20. $20 is my target. So if I'm taking a long again around these levels to $20, what is going to happen is that is going to give me like another 100% growth, and on the 10x I would have made another 1,000% on this. So that is what I'm doing, and this is where my stop loss is, which is 9.70, the same projection I'm giving for Zen. And then we have IMX. Remember, on DeFi, I only talked about Hobbit Pirate. So on DeFi, I'm not mentioning any other coin apart from Hobbit Pirate. Hobbit Pirate is the coin I talk about on DeFi. So that's the coin we're getting involved as well. Now, then we're talking about IMX. So that means we have 2 coins on LSD, 2 coins on AI, and then we have 1 coin on DeFi. That's 5. Now that means we have, like, on gaming and ZK, we have 2 now. That's 7, right? And then let's mention IMX. IMX is going to be addition. That's going to be 8. IMX is going to be addition, and IMX is going to be number 8. I've been bullish on IMX as well. And I think I started being bullish on IMX around this level. It went high to this level, and I sold out before the market retracement and dip. So I'm still projecting that IMX could literally go to as high as $2. So what I'm looking and what I'm targeting for is like 100% growth on these prices, because 100% growth on these prices on the 10x is going to definitely give me 1,000%. So I'm going to look out to find an entry around this level and project for that 100% growth using it on a 10x leverage. So on these categories, I'm not literally just dealing on spots, For gaming and ZK, I'm dealing on futures for the gaming and ZK sectors. So you see how I diversify this to be able to make sure I'm able to like hit my target. It's all strategy, it's all planning, it's all strategizing. So we have 8 already, I've just mentioned, and we have 2 more to go. So on the 2 more to go, we're having pep dex. So under pep dex, I'm going to pick up 2 more for us. Under pep dex, we have PTF falls under PepDex. PTF went to as high as 0.3. For those who want the VIP in the paid platform, they should be up by 300%. But those who connect on my live sessions, it should be up by at least 100% when it went to like 0.3. But it has retraced a bit and it's currently at this price levels as well. And currently, I see expected to go way higher, so maybe like 10x, like I said, 500%. 1000%, 2000%. So looking at that aspect and looking at all that put together, that definitely is there. That potential is there of a 10x. So this falls under the category of the PepDex. And if you don't know what PTF is all about, watch the previous video where I did about 3 coins people should buy or get in, I think, for February or so, and you would understand what is utility and what is involved in. But I'm not like going to that now. And then we have LIQ, which is called Liquid Finance. Liquid finance is also another amazing project, but it's also for another Arbitrum categories that has that potential because it's also for another category of PepDex, and also more like it operates more like a decentralized aggregator for liquidity. So more like a DEX liquidity aggregator, decentralized liquidity aggregator. Now, and it is for Arbitrum as well. It also has that potential for a 10x. Now, I'm going to do like a quick recaps of each of this, and then we are going to like wrap up here and now on these terms. So we talked about AI. Okay, I'm not showing. So we talked about AI. We talked about LFZ. We talked about PepDex. We talked about DeFi. We talked about gaming and ZK. We talked about, these are the 5 things I briefly mentioned, and I mentioned two coins in each of these sectors that literally, if I have $1,000, I would have thrown in $100 on each and every one of them. And for some, I'm going to do this on futures, manage my risk. My risk is $100. So if it goes bad and hits my stop loss, I will lose the $100. But I'm very confident that it will not hit my stop loss because of where my stop loss are and where I'm projecting it to go to and what's going to happen in the market. Then there is the part. Of that's the part of there's a part of futures. There's a part of buying on spot, which is like DeFi, and then we have just one pre-sale, which is Hobbit Pirates, which you guys could click anybody's link on the sessions, anybody who commented the link on Facebook or YouTube, click their links and participate. You must not get my direct link. A lot of people have used my link already. You can use anybody's link and participate and engage on it before it closes up, and then you start sharing your link so you can make so much money out of it. So if you had small money, you can use it as an opportunity to raise so much money. You can raise so much money fast with seeds because you are going to share people and people are going to use your link, and as people use your link, you will get more of the allocations given to you. So you among people who've been complaining you don't have capital, you don't have money to ape into coins, to buy into coins. Hobbit Pirate is that opportunity for you to be able to generate money and make money fast on that category. But now when I deal this on these categories of 5 different blockchain sectors, I'm going to pick now. If I build it on these 5 blockchain sectors, I'm going to pick what I want to do. This is what I want to do. What I want to do is that I am managing my risk. So instead of me just buying one coin and gambling it might not go up, or just buying 2 coins and gambling it's anything could happen, I am rather taking what we call a calculated risk. This is what we call calculated risk. Why do I say it's calculated risk? Because number one, you ask yourself that what is trending now and what is going to trend in the next 30 days. And then number 2, I've identified 5 sectors that what is trending now and what is going to trend in the next 30 days is going to affect each of these sectors. And then after identifying each of these sectors, what I did next is to now identify at least 2 projects in each of these sectors that will be bullish and has an upside potential with a less risk. And then I call out these trades. And when I call out these trades, you watch sometimes within minutes, sometimes within seconds, sometimes within hours, within days, you start seeing a ripple effect of results. Now, of course, I cannot start explaining what each of these session, what each of these coins means right now on this call, because I wanted this call to just be a 30-minute call. I don't want it to be too long, but we're already like, this is already 45 minutes gone as well. But if I decide to start coming live and start explaining, we start breaking in details, what is the use case of this coin. So what you want to do is you want to go back and probably do your own research on these assets, rewatch this video, and then take this method. Once you adopt this methodology, you will just be printing money, duplicating money, 10xing your capital every single month, month in and month out, month in and month out, month in and month out. If it is too complicated for you, my advice is to join in the VIP or any of the private mentorship platforms, because it is like a do it for me service, in the sense of I've already done all the research, done all the analysis, and I explain in details. Guys, go and buy this and get it, and you just keep printing money. So you plug into the VIP and you get that privilege and you get a service. But for here, I'm doing it for you guys and say, okay, this is the method I'm using. And once you apply this method, you will definitely see results. So I'm looking forward to see our testimonies and see our results on applying this method and this approach to be able to make money in the market and 10x our capital. But before I go, I might want to take one or two questions. So if you have a question for me, drop your question now. And I'm going to take one or two questions before we call it a day here. If you're connected on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, click on the like. Click on the like session. Click on the like and probably retweet or reshare the video for someone who needs to see and hear and benefit from what is being shared today on the session. Someone said, please, what did you say about Zen? What I said about Zen is I'm projecting Zen to go to as high as $20 into the month of March. So, and I'm looking at it. It is, I entered at $10. It went as high as 20, and I sold off. So I'm waiting for it to come to my entry, and then from there, I'm going to enter again and then ride it this time around. And I said that at the end of 30 days from today. So today is 11th of February. So between the 11th of March and the 14th of March, I'm going to do another live session that is going to be a revision of all the calls we've given on this live session and see how far they did in a couple of weeks and days after, and see how much money we made applying this method on $1,000. Someone says, what can you say on Jasmine coin? I bought Jasmine, but the coin was actually going down so much. So immediately I sold off. I sold up my Jasmine because it was going down. It was going down and I sold up my Jasmine. But right now, the trading volume of Jasmine is more than the market cap. And funny enough, this height has been for the past 1-2 years. I've known Jasmine to be a coin and the trading volume is always bigger than the market cap, yet it's not rising. Maybe it's going to rise, but I already know it's like, if you're using the method that, okay, a coin that has more trading volume than market cap is like a research, let's say a catalyst, that does not work on Jasmine. Jasmine has always had more trading volume than the market cap. It has always been like that for the past 1 to 2 years. I've done Jasmine. That is why I don't just like the coin. I don't just like it. So it might do well, of course. It might, but I don't just like it. That's just me. That's just me. Someone said, please, what are your opinion about the recent staking issues? Will it cause a bearish move before a reversal? It has already caused a bearish move already. The market is already retracing. Bitcoin is retracing by about 10%. It's literally affecting, but do not worry. A reversal is imminent, and that reversal should start beginning probably from next week, which we are entering next week, or the last week of this month into the month of March. I believe Bitcoin should go to as high as 28K. It's going to as high as 28K to 32K. Around 28K to 32K should go that high before another major fall. There will be a major fall this year that might even take Bitcoin to back to as low as 16K or even lesser than that. That possibility is there. But before that major fall, major retracement, which anything can happen, you want to make the most money and you want to be prepared ahead of that time. Remember, I talked about Bitcoin going down on the 3rd of February, and then it happened. I also talked about Bitcoin going down between the nights from 10th as well, and we also had that happen. And I said that once Bitcoin goes down, it gets to our entry from the 10th to 13th, 14th, we should start preparing to make a new entry for another movement. I've been giving us accurate dates and the price levels of how far Bitcoin is going to go for over 1+ year now. So as long as you're watching the YouTube videos and live sessions, you won't miss any of this, and you literally have been making money just like others who are sharing their testimonies, and they are making money as well. Someone said, thanks so much, leader. What about IMX? I think I just put about IMX already. IMX already. So that's going to be the last price I say. I think that IMX should go to as high as $2, $2.5. High $2 to $2.5. $2 to $2.5. But I'm waiting for like maybe further retracement. So maybe tomorrow I might go live again tomorrow, like practically like showing entry points, stop losses. I might do that tomorrow, or I might just post, like analyze the market today and just post on the Telegram channel. So if you're not in the Telegram channel, make sure you're in the Telegram channel. Like just be on the Telegram channel. I'll just post. I'll just analyze and post, analyze and post. I might not explain anything. So all you just have to do is to look at the chart, look at the stop loss, look at the entry, and just know what to do. There's some coins I've been analyzing throughout the day. I've made entries for some, I haven't. So I'll just post all on the Telegram channel for you guys. Okay, guys, this is so much so far. Like we always say, if the student be ready, the Shifu appears, and when the Shifu appears, the student prevail. Bye for now, guys. I hope we learned something. And this session is going to be available on YouTube. It's also going to be available on Twitter, and you can literally on Facebook as well. You can literally watch the recording. Bye for now, everybody. See you later.